Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Joseph. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random topics, tier lists, rankings, commentaries, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And he wanted me to rank these 3 random shootouts in films from the 1980s. He picked 3 from 3 different films. 1, the Chinese restaurant shootout in Year of the Dragon, starring Mickey Rourke. 2, the Tech Noir dance club shootout in The Terminator. And number 3, the bar fight shootout from Royal Warriors from 1986, which is a film starring Michelle Yeoh, Haruki Sanada, who would be Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat films, and so forth. Now, Year of the Dragon, I have not seen the film, but I know of it. I believe Michael Cimino directed it. And it seemed like a movie that I probably, even without seeing it, I probably would like Black Rain more with Michael Douglas. I just have a feeling. And I saw that one. It was okay. I mean, it was a lot shorter than the other 2 shootouts. These people come in with steam masks. There's machine guns and chaos. A chandelier is shot down. I do like that one of the people pass by, bump the bad guy, and it hits his gun, and then he accidentally shoots himself in the foot. Mickey Rourke is covering the girl he's with, shooting at them, back and forth. He doesn't kill anybody, he doesn't hit anybody. Pretty much shooting back and forth. Some collateral damage of people do get killed by the bad guys. You know, some nice style, some good destruction of property. The 2 is steep. And Mickey Rourke shoots at them. You're fine. It was fine. I had nothing against that shootout. I'd probably say it's the least of the 3 of this list, just because the length of time and Mickey Rourke's theater didn't really get to do a whole lot, and other than the one guy accidentally shooting his own foot and them shooting down a chandelier, I don't remember a whole lot of other details about it. Well, the second one, the Tech Noir shootout in The Terminator, I mean, that's classic. That's absolute classic. I mean, you have that nice build-up of the music, and it becomes slow motion, and as Arnold sees Linda Hamilton, and the slow build-up of the music more and more, and he's pulling out the gun, and then you see Kyle Reese turn and get out of the way, get ready to his shotgun. Arnold turns with the gun like this. Great pose, great where Cameron had the camera. It's a great shot. And then the slow-mo of the light going towards Linda's forehead. The build-up, when's he going to shoot, and then the editing. The cocking of the shotgun, the shots, hitting Arnold, flying back, go back to Arnold getting shot, cut the Kyle Reese shooting again, Arnold getting shot. And then when he wakes up in that low shot to make Arnold look even bigger, even more imposing, even more larger than life, and he's got that gun, you know, again, collateral damage of people getting killed. And then once again, the editing of the shotgun, where Kyle Reese is blasting Arnold back again and again and again until it goes through the window. Nice slow-mo, nice composition of the shot. Very well directed. I would say of the 3, I think this is the best directed and best edited of the 3 shootouts. Rising tension, explosive impact, and of course the memorable line, "Come with me if you want to live." shots that just become iconic. Like, people still remember the Arnold with the laser sighting and the way, I don't know, I should use that in the thumbnail. Just people remember that shot to this day. And then you have Royal Warriors, which I would say the Tech Noir scene in the Terminator I watched a lot more. That's the one I saw when I was a kid growing up and saw many, many times. So it's embedded in my mind. So I do think that is the more iconic scene of these three. Royal Warriors is probably my favorite just because of being an action fan. So you do have a lot of... Because the story in this is... There's Michelle Yeoh, who's in Super Cop, and she's been in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon after this, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and all sorts of movies. Her and some other cops are at this bar, and this assassin comes in, annihilates a lot of the people in the bar. Michelle Yeoh is shooting back at him, so is Haruki Sanada. He's shooting back at the bad guy, and the bad guy's taking out a lot of civilians. And so it's a much longer scene. It's the longest of the three. In fact, I think the first two put together is still shorter than the scene in Royal Warriors. So they're going through all over the bar. Bystanders getting killed. There's sparks everywhere. Wherever is getting shot, sparks. There's a lot more stunt work. Like Haruki Sanada jumps through a sign to avoid gunfire to get to the floor below. And a lot of more back and forth shooting, a lot more squibs, not just on bystanders, but on the environment. A lot more of the bars shot up. And then you get hand-to-hand fighting. Michelle Yeoh fighting them, Haruki Sanada fighting them, them getting their moments. Broken bottles, shoving the bad guy's face through glass. The bad guy throwing Michelle Yeoh over here. Equal rights, equal fights. Doesn't matter if she's a woman. Throw her around against the bar, through the glass, or against the bottles. And Haruki Sanada's getting some good kicks and punches in there. And just a lot more choreography. A lot more of that impact fighting action, which is my favorite type of action. I love gun fights. I love gun battles. My two favorite types of action is a gun battle like John Woo and an intense fight sequence like The Raid Redemption or, those classic Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, stuff like that. So when you have a combination of both, it makes me perk up even more. Until finally, Michelle Yeoh is able to do something. She gets hurt for a bit, and Haruki Sanada is able to shoot the bad guy and actually kill him. So there's an actual finality to the scene. In the Year of the Dragon, the bad guys escape, and Mickey Rourke doesn't really accomplish anything. And the Tech Noir, Kyle Reese saves Sarah Connor, so he does accomplish something, but the Terminator's going to get up because it's the fucking Terminator. The best Terminator. This, you can watch that like a mini movie. There's a beginning, there's the middle with all the action, and there's an end where the bad guy dies. So you can watch it on its own as a mini movie, which is cool. So again, my favorite is Royal Warriors just because of the combo of hand-to-hand fight techniques, as well as a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of bystanders that get killed. I mean, in all three, but especially in Royal Warriors, even more bystanders get killed in that movie. And it does feel like Royal Warriors was their nod to the Terminator. Maybe they would not admit that, because the Terminator was 84, this came out in 86, but I would bet that someone saw the Terminator and said, we need to have a shootout bar scene. That's just the way I look at it. But I will say the Terminator looks and feels the most iconic. So, the better edited, made, the directed scene, the Tech Noir scene. My personal favorite just because of all the action, the Royal Warrior scene. So that's how I would answer with that. So sorry to hear the tragedy. That it was there, you know, but not near the other two. But that was cool. I mean, it was a bit of a different type of topic, different type of video to do. It was kind of interesting to do that. So thanks once again to Joseph. Take care, everyone. You can find all these scenes on YouTube and watch for yourselves. People, why don't you use footage so that YouTube could claim it and copyright it and do all sorts of bullshit with the AI and stuff? You go ahead and good luck. Good luck with that. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.